Hey everybody, welcome to the new and improved G&A Podcast with your hosts Soberoni and
Dooby-doo.
Yes, we are now the new and improved podcast because shout out to one of our subscribers, someone else, who left us some very that's literally his name. He left us some helpful comment in our last video. So it's been kind of on my mind to change the format of the podcast, and we've been mixing it around every so often. So this is a new iteration that we're going to do.
Yeah, so let us know if you like it.
Yep, leave your feedback in the comments. It's always appreciated, trust us.
Yeah.
So for this format, what we're going to do is we're just going to skip the episode summaries entirely. We're just going to give our opinions on the episodes. Yeah, and spoilers. I guess we never mentioned that past the first podcast. But yeah, we are going to have spoilers. If you haven't seen the latest episodes of all these shows, I'm going to timestamp the sections where we talk about the shows, and it'll be in the description below, so you can just skip around if you haven't seen that show yet and you don't want to be spoiled and you want to hear about something you did already see. So yeah, I think that's about it. So without further ado, let's just get right into it with Kakegurui. And all I have to say about this episode is people need to chill out.
There is no chill in this anime.
Saitome really needs to fucking chill out. Like, she's super tilt mode right now.
Wait, did you say? Oh, you said Saitome?
Yeah, well, Saitome started off the episode with her going psycho about losing.
Do you remember how much money she lost? I'd be going crazy too.
She did, but, like, chill, man. It's not the end of the world.
It kind of is. Like, at that point, I think I just might kill, like, myself. Like,
no,
honestly,
I think she's about to kill herself.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised next episode, I would see her being, like, I don't know, spit roasted between two, like two guys, just trying to do anything she can to pay all that money she owes.
We'll leave that for the next comic hit. But yeah, no, this whole episode was just like, I felt like there was more insanity than usual. Maybe because the episode kind of started off from people being insane and just continued that ride.
Yeah, I mean, that, like, did you expect it to change?
I mean, the last two episodes had the formula where it's like normal people kind of in the first half, and then the gambling starts, and then they go crazy. This whole episode was just crazy people. Flipping the fuck out.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, let's just drop the facade. Let's just go pretty much crazy from the get-go.
Also, I loved Yumiko telling off Yuriko.
Oh my god, that was so messed up. That was so funny. I knew she was doing it for, like, a certain reason, because I'm like, even for Yumiko, this is a bit odd.
Yeah, she was going hard for no reason. But I do like that they are, like, this game that they were playing was really unique. Like, I like the interesting takes that they have on all the gambling games.
Yeah, they're not just, like, typical, like, Texas Hold'em or something like that. They're all have a nice spin on all these, like, I can't know. It's not even like a spin. These are just like almost completely new games. Like,
yeah, they're like pretty much either they're like a small spin on the game, like they did with the memory game, which was probably like the least inventive of the three that we've seen. But this one was just like, yeah, it was like I would play this at a casino. And this would be like my game. It was real. Like, this was fun. Even though it's just like a variation on roulette, but it's like a more fun variation.
Oh god, no! I would never play this game. What if you win swords down? You had to pay 30,000 as much? No, sorry, not 30,000. 30 times as much? No.
Well, that's the point. But if it's sword up, you get 30 times as much.
Not worth it.
It's totally worth it.
I am not. Well, I'm not a gambler. Make
sure you don't lose.
So I'm truly not a gambler at heart. So I wouldn't know.
I did like. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what I did not like is just everyone just cheats.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew. I was literally like, so how do you feel about the fact that everyone's just a cheater?
They're cheating. I'm like, oh my god, why is everyone just cheating? That kind of just like, like I think it was cool at the end how like they extra cheated. Like,
yeah.
Only because like I didn't expect that. Like what's the only thing surprising than like cheating once, cheating again? What the original cheater didn't know about it.
This is the student council we're dealing with. They up their cheating levels by like tenfold.
Yeah, like this like stupid, crazy, high, like student council president literally had a whole like place just remodeled just so she can cheat at a gambling game. I'm like, all right.
I'll say that the way that they were cheating was kind of innovative. I'll give them that. It was not as like ridiculous as the card memory game.
Yeah.
But it was still believable enough. Like, yeah. Yeah. And I like that you make a loss. Cool.
Yeah, no, that was the best part of the episode. She actually loses, and she doesn't just lose; she becomes a house bet. And
yes, and I'll challenge you on the best part of the episode was actually the end part of the episode.
Oh yeah, when she acting like a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like when she goes crazy this episode too, because like that ugly face that Yuriko makes is pretty great.
They're all great. This show has the best faces like of all time. I swear, like 90% of the budget just goes into like faces.
Nina. They're all just Nina faces. Like they're all, which is like a wet dream come true.
Yeah, I the faces are 90% of the show. Also, I don't know. Yumiko herself is just a really interesting character to me. Like, I want to know more about her actual past and how rich she is.
Clearly not that rich.
Yeah, I have a feeling that she's not rich at all and she's just here, like, just because or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just here to fuck shit up.
Yeah. No, I'm interested in that. I'm also interested in if they're, like, gonna abuse the shit out of her now that she's a house pet.
Oh my god. And she's gonna take it all in stride. That's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember they're trying to like, and then she's like, oh, I'm a cat, meow meow, and I'm just like, damn, respect.
Yeah, no, she's probably like my favorite character, not counting like Mordred from Fate. She's my favorite character of the season, hands down.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
No, just no. Next episode looks good. I hope they get away from the whole... They won't. It's just going to be cheating every time. But yeah, it'd be nice if it wasn't once.
Like, every now and then it wasn't just cheating.
Yeah, like if it was just actually just her losing legitimately, that'd be nice too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, moving on to Fate Apocrypha. Interesting start to an episode. Homunculus escapes. Is rescued by Best Girl.
Best Girl, quote unquote.
Best Girl.
I don't know. He's growing on me. Astolfo is growing on me.
Yeah, because Astolfo's cool.
Yeah.
They plan on that literally the moment Astolfo came out on Fate Grand Order. They're like, okay, we have to make Astolfo like the best thing ever.
Yeah, I love Astolfo. If it wasn't, I still love Mordred more. Mordred is like, every time I start liking Astolfo, Mordred just shows up and is like, nope, time to reclaim my title as best girl in this show. Because that little tiff that she threw was super cute. Also, she just seems really chill. Like, she'd be like, of anyone, I would want to hang out with her the
She's so extra. Oh. She's so extra. When she was being all whiny, I was just like, oh my god, Mordred, can you calm down? Fuck. It was funny. No, it was funny. I'm just saying, my god, like, if you were real, I'd find this super obnoxious.
And I just want to point out that I hate Siegfried even more now, after this episode.
Why? What's wrong with Siegfried?
His backstory was literally the most boring, stupid backstory I've ever seen. Oh, Siegfried, why don't you kill this dragon? Okay. Hey, Siegfried, go kill these bandits. Okay. Hey, Siegfried, kill yourself. Okay.
I think there was more to it, and I think that was like the short version. I don't think it literally was just that in a nutshell. Oh, well, now we just covered his whole past to the end. No, there's definitely more to it. They just didn't go into it because, you know, it's like the third episode. You're just trying to. You're just looking for shit just to hate him.
Well, if he does something cool, like his fight with Karna is cool, but he didn't really.
Yeah, his fight was cool with Karna.
It was good animation. It was like a nice fight, but it doesn't make me like him.
Yeah, I think that's like a theme with him. He's just like, fuck. I'm just like here,
just here to be here. Also, I love how he never told his name to his allies. He told it to his enemy though.
Oh, that he was Siegfried. Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember his master was like, "Oh, don't tell your name to our allies." Moment Karna shows up. Oh yeah, hey Karna, I'm Siegfried.
Well, they're knights, so that's like the knight thing to do.
So let me tell my enemies my name so they can get my weakness, and not tell my allies. That's the knightly thing to do.
He was ordered to.
He was not ordered to give his name.
No, he was ordered to not tell the others.
Yeah, well, common sense should tell him not to tell his enemies too.
Like I said, it's a night thing. They're all about that night shit. Saber was the same way.
Well, Saber was like that, but the whole point of it was how stupid she was for that.
Well, then, I guess they're both stupid, but they're also both stupid strong, so...
Yeah.
I guess you can afford to be that dumb when you're that strong.
For now.
I
also liked how he was denied the 2v1.
Yeah, not Karna's master, Siegfried's master. I forget his name because I don't deem it worth memorizing.
He's gonna be dead so soon. I'm not even.
I don't deem his. He's such a. Ugh. Anyway,
he screams, "I'm gonna get killed" in the first 5 episodes.
And when he does, I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, he was really trying hard. He was like trying to be all weaselly. He's such a weasel. Ugh. I mean, that's what I'm gonna call him now, the weasel. Yeah, you're just trying, look, you're trying doing something bad. Look, I just came at the right time, so let's team up and kill him. And Jonah's like, nope.
These are separate issues.
They're separate issues. I can take him on after he kills your servant. But yeah, after that, it was so weird. Like, that whole fight scene, Karna and Siegfried kind of just like, they were like, oh, we're cool with each other. Like,
they have this whole like
they had a good rapport
thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about Joan?
I like that she's consistent in her role.
Yeah, she didn't get on my nerves. All right, she's kind of a boring character like Siegfried, except that her boringness is kind of charming in a way, because she's just like, oh, I'm not gonna get in because I'm neutral, so I can't. Even if it means saving my life, I'm not gonna get involved in this.
Yeah, yeah, so it's kind of silly in that aspect. Also, she almost reminds me like a character from The Office, like especially like at the end of the fight where she just looks at all of her like clothes and her suitcase just destroyed, and she's just like, yeah,
that was like my favorite part, because she's like, oh well, she can't even probably ask for help in that role, because she's like, nope, neutral, no one can help me at all.
You can't get a ride to town.
Yeah, I was like, is she gonna ask for a ride to the city or something?
Nope, neutral. Yeah, so like she's there. Like, it's only episode 3. I'm sure these characters that don't do much will get better. I did like the cute scene with Berserker and the Master.
Oh, that was such a nice scene. She's gonna die so horribly. It was too cute. I'm like, she's gonna die. She's gonna die like a horrible, bloody, crazy death.
Can't be any worse than Ilya, so...
So is that how... I never read Frankenstein. Is that actually how it goes? Something tells me it's not.
No, not the original by, I forget her name.
Was it Mary Shelley or something?
Mary Shelley, something like that. No, what actually happens, I believe, First of all, the
Spoilers
monster
for Frankenstein. Spoilers for 200-year-old book. Guys.
Yeah, right. The monster is definitely not female. I think the monster.
Well, that's standard fare for Fate. Nobody's female.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Medusa. But yeah.
I think that's the only time they get gender right.
But yeah, I think. Oh, how's it end? I know.
Doesn't
Victor...
the town lynch him?
No. Actually, I think Victor dies somehow. Like, I know there's a boat involved, and Frankenstein, like, just finds him at some point. And I forget, like, the interaction between the two of them. I think Victor somehow dies, and then Frankenstein, like his death is kind of implied. Like, he just walks into the Arctic. Which just implies that he's going to die, because it's like, it's fucking the Arctic, so yeah, his death is implied.
I figured it wasn't the same story.
No.
I do like her, though. She's super cute. She's, like...
Yeah.
Probably my third favorite, next to Astolfo and Mordred.
Let's see. Yeah, I like that, and I like the other interactions where it's just, like... Everyone's having these cute interactions. I'm like, oh my god, these poor children are going to get killed so bad. These poor children...
I did not like their wishes. Like, their wishes are such a weakness. Like, no one has a good wish. All their wishes.
Hey, I like Berserker's Master's wish. Like, it was...
He had, like, the weakest wish. If my sister dies, I guess I'll revive her.
Because he loves his family. What's wrong with that?
This is the wish that you get for, like... I mean...
So fuck her? Like,
no one's creative with these wishes. Like, Jesus. Come on, guys.
No, I think that's...
His sister's wishes were, I want to walk.
Okay, yeah. Hers is
Get
dumb.
a prosthetic.
Like, hers is literally just like, I want to walk and do magic. Like, that's literally her wish. And which, I agree, that's dumb. But his is like, shows that he cares about his sister, which makes it all the more painful when she dies and then he dies.
Nah. You know what? I hope he dies and his sister's like, I ain't reviving him. I still want to walk.
Oh my god, yeah, she gets all crazy and she's all like, this is my dream. I can picture that. He knew what he was getting into.
I can so picture her being the crazy one in this group.
Oh yeah, definitely. Doesn't that always happen? The crazy one's always the one in the wheelchair.
Yeah, it's like the quiet one. It's the quiet, crazy, disabled person trope.
Except for Natalie. Nope. She was just blind. Remember she's probably looking for the switch. Oh, where's the switch for the nuke? I can't find it. Good times.
Also, I like the Berserker. The prelude to the next episode looks like it's going to be really hype.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Well, no, not like the next episode preview, but just the whole ending scene with Berserker running through the forest, and they're like, oh, Berserker's about to arrive at our base. What are we going to do?
Oh, yeah.
I imagine it's going to be like Mordred and Berserker and Atlanta and the other dude versus all the people from the black side.
Yeah. That's very coherent. But yeah, I think that's pretty much sums up our feelings for this episode. It was an episode.
This is going to be one of those shows I imagine is just going to be consistently good throughout.
Yeah.
With a few really great episodes.
Yeah.
This was just a good one.
So let's move on.
So are we going to argue in this one? Is this going to be where we...
Oh god, I forgot about this. Oh, I'm triggered.
Hajimete no Gao. Because, like... Alright guys, I saw this and then Drew was like, oh, we're going to argue a minute about this. I didn't see it yet. And then I saw it and I'm like, but about what?
Oh, it's just like, as I was watching it, like I said, the SJW in me literally just wanted to rip my head off. And
they didn't even say anything bad.
They were so. What are you talking about? They were so gross. They were so.
Like with what?
With everything. Literally every word out of their mouth. Literally one was borderline pedophile.
Oh wait, yeah, that dude's a pedophile. So I'll grant you that he was legitimately just a pedophile.
Other guy was literally just like boobs, the life story. Like, what are your boobs like?
What do you want from them to not like boobs?
Does this talk about tits? Got a yacht, like just kept going on. Like he was just really one track mind about it.
Well, they're high school kids, high school boys.
This is like no. This is like like this is high school boys. Like, oh, what's that word I'm looking for? Exaggerated. Yeah, this is like the exaggerated version.
Actually, I will say this. This is more realistic than most high school anime. Like, I actually, like, felt a connection with these dudes. Like, yeah, no, they got this part down.
Ew.
That is pretty realistic interactions.
Ew. I mean, yes, but also ill. Super, super, super ill. Like, I mean, it was it's a different-ish for us only because we didn't have girls in our high school.
But if we did, it would have literally just been that. It would have totally just been that scene. Might as well have just been taken out of any public high school in the city.
Oh please, not like everyone is just dating each other and all the time, and we're.
Oh, that was my favorite part when they were all like in the class and all these assholes are just like making out with their girlfriends and shit, and they're like, "All right, fuck this, we're gonna take out porn and start reading porn."
Ew, and that's like the worst part.
No, fuck them. God. If people feel like they want to come into the class and just start like feeling each other up and fucking around with their girlfriend, all right, I guess this is privacy goes out the window now. Then
literally no one does that unless it's like one of those like D- high schools where they're giving like head like in bathrooms and shit. Like
nope. That's how I feel about public displays of affection. You know how I feel about that. If people feel like they want to take their private business out, then I'm gonna take my private business out.
That's the whole couple thing is over exaggeration, and then them reading porn is also an over exaggeration because no one. No high school does either of those things.
I love those guys. I don't care if that part of it's not realistic. They stood up for the truth in their exaggeration.
They did not.
They totally stood up for the truth.
The truth that they're disgusting perverts.
The American way.
Disgusting perverts. American way is not full of disgusting
They were
perverts.
Fucking great.
God. Ugh, they're just all so.
And I'm not even saying this to like start an argument. I really like them. I like his friends a lot. They're like actually great.
No, that's like that's the thing. I'm not saying like I dislike them. I like them too. I'm just like they're just like scum of the like. That's why I like them because they're scum of the earth. Like
no, I like them because they keep it real.
Yeah, real disgusting. Literally like I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. Like I'm telling you, if you ever acted like that way when we were in high school, we could never like. I would have been like, okay, this is cute. After like 2 seconds, I'm gonna go somewhere else and not associate myself with you.
They kept it real. That's all I gotta say.
No,
also, getting away from this before we go on like a tangent for 20 hours about this. I did like what's her name? Yukina, the main girl.
Yeah, Yukina. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was probably my favorite character though.
Yeah, no. She is awesome. She is very awesome. I didn't realize for some reason that this is gonna be like I didn't realize how ecchi this anime was gonna be.
You couldn't tell from like the picture.
Nope, and then I wasn't looking.
By the way,
at, like,
guys, he saw the censored version.
The tiny high school friend with like the unreasonably giant tits. Like, why are they so huge? What is the point of that? Like what can I say? Like, actually, there is nothing more I can say to that. Like, it's just like, why
are you body shaming her?
it's not originally her body. Like, it's a body drawn by, like, by animation people who just want to make her...
Is she a high schooler or is she an elementary schooler?
I think she's a high schooler.
I don't know. I'll figure it out next episode.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the picture and they're all wearing the same high school outfit, so I just assume so.
Maybe. I thought they called her in elementary school. I don't know if that was just because she's so short.
Yeah, because he looks like a kid.
They're just making fun of her.
Minus her chest, but so yeah, it was just ugh.
I feel like this is a more ecchi version of Bigata HK. Like slightly more.
Yeah, I definitely was thinking about Bigata HK when I was watching this. Now that you mention it, it definitely has those vibes. Maybe want to watch it again. It's a good show.
Rewatch it.
Oh, I love how like his main crush, like what's her name, Yui. Like she comes and she totally has like such interest in him, and he's see, that's what pisses me off. He's all like, "Oh, I'm so mad that everyone's da 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 da." Meanwhile, the super cute girl goes up and talks to him. Oh, hi. She leaves.
Yeah, no, both girls.
All these couples being around each other. Like, really? No.
Yui and his childhood friend obviously both have a thing for him, and he's
exactly. He has like a mini harem, and yeah, he's all like, "Oh, I don't have anyone for me." And that pisses me off. I actually hate that.
I'm not a huge fan of the main character yet. Like, he had a couple of moments where he was kind of cool, like his whole scene at the end where he was just trying to sneak peeks at her.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, he's just like, oh.
He's really scummy. He's scummy. He's scummy.
He is
I'll say that.
Yeah, that's like the worst. He's worse than the others because at least they're outright with their scumminess. But, like, he's actually just as bad as them. But then pretends like he's not, which somehow makes it worse. Like, I was getting more, repulsed by him with each passing minute during that whole scene where he's asking them out. It was really gross.
No, I did like the interactions at the end. Like, I think that scene maybe went a bit too long, but the interaction was good.
The censorship was funny.
I didn't see a censored version because, I have standards. You know how I feel about censorship.
Yeah, the standards of you not being...
I don't get you. Like, can you enjoy the show with censorship?
Yes, you absolutely can. Like, unless your goal is to literally, like, kind of, like, jerk off to it, then no. Like, you can totally enjoy it. Like, it's really funny. Like, all you do is, like, put hands in the way of, like, anything that's, like, not censored. Like, they're like, nah, man. And then they have, like, this whole outline. They have the whole outline thing in the uncensored version. Like, the borders they have some weird borders.
No.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's just the censored version. So yeah, like they make it into like a whole spectacle thing, which I found like really funny.
No, I guess if you're gonna censor it, at least make it fun.
Yeah. Like Bigata HK, they made the censored. Like,
oh yeah, that's right.
That's like some of the best censoring ever.
Actually, you know what? I want to look up if they are they the same production studio or anything. No, they're not.
Yeah, I didn't think. Cool. No, I didn't think so. Because I would have noticed that when I was doing like kind of researching it before the preview, for our summer preview video. But yeah, I really like Yukana. She's a lot smarter than she looks.
Yeah, she is. I love her trolliness.
Yeah. And also, I also cannot stand... Oh, yeah. When the guys, like... It was one thing when they were being, like, nasty and whatever, but then it was, like, that on top of, like, the nice... Now we're gonna coat with a nice layer of misogyny and just, like, pretty much just label her, like, a total just slut and, like... Oh, yeah, she'll tell you, just give it up easy. Just ask her out.
I mean, based on what she's wearing.
Continue. I'm waiting for you to continue that fucking sentence.
Well, the whole school uniform is short. Their skirts are like...
Okay,
what?
I don't understand how any of this implies that
Alright.
that gyarus are just like, oh, there's sluts and just asking for it. I mean, I get that's the whole point.
Her flashing her panties at everybody.
Doing that whole reasoning as to like how and why they decide to he decides to ask her out, but like it doesn't mean I have to like it. It was
okay. You can moralize on the show all you want. I'm gonna enjoy the fan service.
I will. Some of us has to keep an objective.
No, this is a realistic depiction of high school life, and I appreciate it for it.
It is not realistic.
It is realistic as hell.
It isn't. It's not that bad.
All right.
But yeah.
Speaking of realistic depictions of high school life.
Wait, which one's next?
Hitorimi.
Yes. On to more realistic things. Wait, where are my notes for it? Okay. Basically, this episode goes into the whole Oshiba and Hasakura thing. Yeah, I hate Oshiba. I actually hate him.
Oh, thank God we're not going to argue about this. Yeah, I can't stand him. I hate him.
He's actually the worst. Like,
he's... So, I actually did not understand what the fuck is going on. Because they almost kiss in the
they almost
room.
And it was like almost a great scene. I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. Like, I was like totally hyped for it. Because I'm like, yes, no slow burn. No slow burn. We're going to be totally guys. We're going to be okay, guys. We're going to be okay. No slow burn. And then... after he's all like, he kisses him, and he's like, whoa, what's going on?
Whoa,
I'm like, are you serious? Like, how many more hints do you have to drop? What the?
Yeah, you getting on the main character from fucking Hajimete no Ga. This guy has, like, no clue about anything.
Oh, my God.
And the whole time I was watching this, I thought that the reason he was so, like... jumpy around Hasakura is because they were in a relationship when they were younger or whatever, or like they maybe kissed or something when they were younger, and he was just uncomfortable. But no, he's just dense. Completely oblivious to it. Yeah.
God. And not in addition to being really dense about it, he's also just really whiny and just like, oh my God, everything's happening. Oh my God, like it's not even like cute in any way. It's just you're just annoying. He's annoying, and then he's clueless on top of it, so it makes it even more annoying. And he just gets me mad. He just, he gets me so mad.
This was not a fun thing to watch unfold. I just wish, like, it was okay.
Almost a perfect episode. It was literally almost perfect. Like literally, almost until that moment, everything was just so, like, even him being annoying, and like. Them taking like a while to get to like the kiss was taking a while. I'm like, okay, but it's taking a whole episode. That's fine. That doesn't take apart. Like, it was a good pacing, yada yada yada. Great. And then he just throws it all away.
I thought the reason he didn't want to tell the girls what Hasakura liked is because he's like, oh well, Hasakura's gay. But no, he just was afraid to talk to her. Like. He would be fun if it's not focused on him. Like if he's just completely off to the side.
Thank God. I feel like maybe if we're lucky, this won't, like, they'll come back to this arc. Like it'll just come back to it.
I want this arc to unfold on the sidelines while I'm watching like the main story, and then every once in a while maybe we'll get a few scenes from them or something.
Like I'm ready for it to be about Setagawa again.
Please bring
back to the main character.
This was not fun.
Like, oh. God, it makes me so upset.
Which sucks because I especially kind of like Hasakura.
Exactly. Like, he seems just really cool. Like, just seems really cool, really chill, not crazy like some people. Or stupid. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But, yeah, also, what's with those girls? Like,
I like those girls. I hope they become main characters.
They're annoying as fuck. They're also annoying.
Maybe because
annoying.
I'm contrasting them with Oshiba.
You better talk to him or else. I'm like, I'd be like, bitch, what you gonna do? What are you going to do to me? Not
at this point,
goddamn thing. I will.
The less Oshiba I get and the more of those girls I get, the better it is for me. I don't care.
What?
The less of him I get and the more of the girls I get, I don't care.
No, but see, that's the problem. You have to get one with the other. Like, because that's their running shtick. He's all like, man, I don't know how to feel about this guy because I'm stupid. And then they're going to be all like, oh, do you guys want to, hey, you want to go talk to him for us? Like, and then, like, that whole back and forth shtick. And then poor Hasekura, like, I thought I wouldn't like him because I thought he was going to be all, like, obnoxious and about it. But nope, he's totally just... He's very cool, and I respect that he wasn't being, like... You know, I respect him being very forward, but not, like, too, like, rapey about it. Because there's plenty of shonenai and some, like, borderline yaoi back in the day that they were just all, like... Yep, you're mine. Kiss, 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 kiss. Like,
throw you against the wall.
Exactly. Like, the only reason why he did that is because literally Oshiba literally would not take the hint.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, he literally said, "I like you." Like, he literally said the words. Like,
if he had said, "Hey, Oshiba, how about we go back to my house and we just fuck like rabbits?" Oshiba would have been like, "I don't like rabbits," or some stupid shit like that. I prefer dogs. I have a pet cat.
Yeah. And I thought, and it's so funny, because I like at the end, like, Hasegawa, I was thinking he was a saint, and then he slapped him with the ultimatum. So he's like, either with me or we're just never talking again. And I'm like, you know what? Shout out to you. Shout out to you for not taking that.
Good for taking the initiative.
Yes, because
like, all right, listen, I'm not putting up with this shitty game for another 10 episodes or whatever.
What?
He's like, I ain't putting up with this stick for another 10 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. He's not having it. I'm not having it. No one's having it. Oshiba, get your shit together. Realize that you're gay. Be with Hasegawa so we can, like, put this in the back of our minds and move on with the main plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and quick side note, I love how, like, the gym teacher, like, literally has, like, no pupils, and he looks like he's about to turn Super Saiyan, like, any second. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why that was, like, the character design. Like, they're just like, fuck his pupils. He doesn't need any. He doesn't look like he's eternally angry or brawly, which is the same thing.
Oh, I want to see Brawly as a gym teacher now. All right. Now it's my turn to do a rant.
Oh boy, here we go.
So, Saiyuki. All right. Maybe, Drew warned me not to expect too much from this show where it's like, all right, this is going to be an episode by episode thing, and then fighting demons. Don't expect too much. Maybe I let myself get the better of everything, but this episode started out so great. And it started out the first half of the episode, I was like, oh man, this could be episode of the week. But then the second half happened, and I'm like, oh, well, no, this sucks. So here's my problem. They did all these separate plot lines and side plots with all the fucking members of the group, and it amounted to absolutely nothing. There was no reason for any of those subplots to exist whatsoever, even though they could have been connected to make a really interesting, like, 2-part episode story.
2-part episode story. Oh, like, you're asking for a little too much.
No, okay, this is what I thought. So when they went to see the mayor and he's a dick, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, like, oh, so the mayor's a dick. Maybe he's working with the demons and he's having the demons attack the civilians on purpose. And this is how deep down the rabbit hole I went. So I'm like, maybe he's having the civilians attack, or the demons attack civilians on purpose so he can make money off of it or something. And then when what's-his-name is looking for cigarettes, I was like, oh, and then he met the guy, and the guy's like, oh, these are local cigarettes, wink, wink. I'm like, oh, okay, so these cigarettes must be, like, drugs or something, where it's like the people who do take them are getting brainwashed or some shit, and they don't realize what's going on. And then I thought that the girl who shows up that sells the cigarettes was like the mayor's daughter and she's in on this scam. And then the guy who meets with Sanzo, or the girl who's with Sanzo and she's taking a look at his bangle or whatever that was. I'm like, oh, she must want to steal his gun so she can fight the demons because she knows about the shit that's going down. And then when Goku was with the fucking kids and he was hearing about the orphanage and all that shit, I'm like, oh, he's going to figure out what's going down and try to solve it. And they're all going to rendezvous together and fucking take down this mayor in episode 3 in part 2 of this mini arc. Nope. That shit did not happen. It was nothing like that. So maybe I went balls to the wall with my theory. But can I blame myself for being a better scriptwriter than, I guess, whoever wrote this episode?
Yes, you must, because I told you. I literally warned you. Like, I literally told you what was going to happen. I, of course, had a totally different take on this. Like I keep saying, the only things that you'll only appreciate if you literally has been a fan of Saiyuki from, I don't know, just from like the get go is a fact that, you know, it actually feels like they progress. Like this shows like actual progression in the start and like the storyline from the beginning. Let me tell you, all the other anime, it's literally just them. We're just going west. We're just driving west, and we're at this village. Shit happens, and we keep driving. Like,
I mean, that's not what this episode was.
It was, but it's like in a new area. Like now they're having like interactions with like learning about new places and like new animals. I know that may seem like silly and stupid, but like to me that actually means something because it's like they never had like these interactions before where there was like, oh my god, all the stuff is new. Like that was never a thing. Which is cool. Yeah, also they make Hakai like, I always knew Hakai was like the smartest of the four, but like they really like push that. They're really pushing like the
he
fact
seems
that
like
he's like the smart
super
one
intelligent. Yeah.
They really push it really hard this episode. Also, yeah, like obviously there's separate little plot line. Like, see, that's my problem. You call them plot lines. I just like they weren't even like.
They could have been nice subplots that all linked back to each other.
I was just like, what? I was just like.
So then, what's the point of even doing those? Like, what is the point of me knowing about the orphanage and all the kids that don't have families or whatever, or the random girl who walked in on Sanzo when he was asleep? What was the point of it? Like, those scenes didn't need to exist.
I mean, the whole point. It was like a feel good episode towards the end. Like that was the whole point. Was that like, even though like the mayor was a total asshole and sent them on the way with nothing. However, you know, the villagers appreciated their actions and their interactions with them. So in the end, they still got supplies, and you know, so they still got reaped the benefits anyways through those.
I guess so. It just could have been so much more.
I mean, there is also some things that are kind of big that you didn't talk about, like Ko and Dokugaku and Lady Gyokumen. They finally make their appearance. They are like the main.
I have no idea who the hell they are.
Yeah, they are the main bad guys. So like the entire all the series, like they're the ones responsible for the waves essentially. And something that's interesting, Dr. Gianni, he's gone. That's interesting. Obviously you don't know who he is either. He's like the scientist that does like all like bunch of like manipulation with like magic and demons and whatnot. Like, and he's not like, I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much about his past, but like his past with, especially with like Sanzo, and the whole wave thing. It's very like it goes back. So yeah, the fact that he's disappeared for a while and we don't know where he goes, that's huge. Cause he always comes out of nowhere and he just does some shit. So yeah, that's very interesting to point out.
To a seasoned watcher.
So what?
Very interesting for a seasoned watcher.
Yeah. So that's definitely something to look out for, because he's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, time to fuck shit up, nyan nyan. Like, he always talks very cute. Like, I think you like him because he's like he's very like silly. He's a very silly person. But yeah. So we both clearly got different things.
Yeah, we had different interpretations of this episode.
But like I said, yeah, well, now that you know what's going to happen next episode, now you can lower your expectations and not at it. Yeah.
All right.
So move on to...
you're on the Centaur no Nayami. Centaur's life.
So we meet Hime's mom, very, like in like the first few minutes, they pretty much look the same, except her mom's wearing lipstick.
Racist. Which is
has nothing to do with the fact that that's her mother. Yeah, so apparently Hime does like part-time modeling for like the mother's friend.
Which I actually did not expect. I was like expecting a twist where it wasn't Hime and it was just her mother doing the modeling.
Me too. I thought it was going to be the mom.
Yeah, because they look so similar, and then Hime was like, that's not me.
Exactly. But no, it was her. And it seems like this is a new girl. If this is a new girl...
if she was in the first episode, it was like very minor then.
Yeah, well, she's not so minor anymore. Rhyme girl named Akechi. She pretty much blackmails, and I was about to say block, which is why that word came out weird. But
I thought you were trying to add like sass on it, like block, man.
I know, no, I was about to say block, like no, but she blackmails Nozomi, the devil girl, into like being her own personal model by like threatening.
She looked super cute as a model, though.
Yeah, she was, but still, that's kind of like fucked up. Oh, model for me, or else I'm going to get Hime expelled. I'm like, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, more subtle PC totalitarianism when they mention like the snake girls in the articles, like, oh, you can't call her a snake girl, like,
yeah, like that's derogatory.
That's a derogatory term.
I love how subtle the show is with its like lore building.
Yeah, it's very solid
and developed. Yeah, it's like super interesting.
Like very like I don't know why they're so thorough with it, but I appreciate it. But yeah, also I still do love Snake Girls though.
I'm waiting for the Snake Girls to show up.
I know, I'm really waiting for the Snake Girls episode. Also, interesting, animals exist in this world.
Yeah, you noticed that too, right? And they're kept as pets.
Yeah, I'm just like, really? Really? Okay.
Like, is there some hypocrisy?
No, okay. All right. Oh, yeah, and they just threw in... So, I thought that they were just, like, mocking, like, maybe how, like, Western cultures are, like, super PC about, like, gender politics and, like, race issues. I thought that's what they were getting at. And then they introduced a lesbian couple out of nowhere.
In, like, one line, too. It was not, like, a build-up or anything.
Nope. Yep. It was just, like, Akechi was messing around with the angel girl, and she turns into, like, the unicorn chick, and she's like, oh, can she do something about your girlfriend? That's what I said it was subbed. And I'm just like, Okay, I know like a wee bit of Japanese, so I know the word for girlfriend. Let me go back and make sure that wasn't just like, you know, I don't know, maybe like a sassy person just like
Like,
stuff
yeah,
this
like
and
how
was
the
like,
Western...
oh yeah, ooh, don't you do something about your girlfriend? So I went back and listened to it 3 times, and nope, they say the Japanese word for girlfriend, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, and it was cool because the way that it's built up, like, even in the first half of the episode when Nozomi goes over to her house, you just see her there. Like, she's just chilling in her house.
Yeah.
So that was like, oh, yeah, I guess they are dating.
Yeah, I guess so. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the merfolk. That was fun. The merfolk part was fun.
Yeah, that was really nice. I like how their school was designed.
Yeah, just enough water to move, but like and it's so cool that like they actually go over like the logistics. Like, oh, we have enough water to move, but we're not swimming through it, so because or else, like our textbooks would be ruined.
Yeah, this series is oddly thoroughly developed. Really,
Yeah, like very like
carefully.
very,
Like even parts where they go into scientific explanations for why certain things are the way they are.
yeah, they're very like on it. Like I thought this was just gonna be an anime where they're gonna make a bunch of cute animal jokes and make them somewhat ecchi and like just move along, but no, that doesn't seem to be the case at all with this series. Also, merfolk might have like normal genitalia. Like if you notice, they wear bikini bottoms. Like there's like a gap in between
Yeah,
their
they don't
thighs.
have. Yeah, it's like their legs from the knees down fold together to form like a fin,
Yeah, but
but
like
from like the knees up, it's like normal human
exactly.
legs. So they should have genitalia.
So that's interesting.
I also like how they switch perspectives a lot. Like the whole second half of the episode when they were taught, when all of a sudden that, I guess they're a couple, the mer woman and the other dude, the cat guy, and it was like, oh, now the episode is suddenly about them. Like even though we never were introduced to them before.
Yeah, like that whole flashback of the merfolk was just to like segue into introducing the the mermaid and the cat boy, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, this show's interesting.
Although, like that scene with them, the initial scene with them was kind of like awkward. It was just really awkward. Like, and then like the girls came up, and it's like that. Even that was awkward. It was like almost bullying, but not quite. Like they were just like, saying comments, but they weren't just like snickering or laughing. They're just like, oh, we're just saying some stuff. Like, oh, you seem kind of seem like you're being troubled there, cat guy. And he's like, no, I'm fine. Mermaid is like, oh, nope, I'm also fine. And then
you know what?
like,
this show does a lot of weird, like, you expect exaggerated, like, just based on like anime, you expect certain scenes to have exaggerated lines and dialogue and like reactions from people, and then sometimes they just, like in this show, they just don't. It's like normal interactions.
They're just whatever, and it's like okay. Also, I did like, cause it's funny that you mentioned that, because that definitely happened once like the merfolk and all like and like the land folk, quote unquote, were like also all in the classroom together. That's when they just put all their time into making everything crazy. Cause like at some point, like when the merfolk, she just literally just pulls Nozomi's panties down.
You want to make sure she was a woman.
The fuck? I was like, wow, just some casual sexual harassment there, huh? I'm like, all right. I'm like, that's okay. Like, it's just like stuff like that, and then we go back to like this almost but not bullying scene. And I'm just like, question mark.
And there's plenty of stuff where it's like the music just doesn't play. Like a lot of the episode, there is no music to it, so it makes it feel kind of unsettling. But then I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird show. It's really weird.
It is. It's just like...
It's weird and nothing weird has happened yet. Like, nothing weird has happened. This is all eventual setup to, I'm sure, weird shit happening. But it's like, I can already get the vibe so strongly that this is not the usual type of show.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely not. Oh, it's so... Yeah, it's super weird. Also, the new Merfolk machine that's like modeled after Centaurs for some reason. And I love how they bring up machine. Like, oh, isn't this a supplementary budget? Isn't this showing of reverse racism? And I got so triggered.
Oh yeah,
I got so like, this triggered. Show's
very aware of the racial element.
Must bite tongue. This is about anime.
Wait, so is it like communism, kind of? Or are they like, is there like a certain allotment for each race or something? And it's like, oh, why are they diverging more money to the merfolk than to Centaur? I don't know. It's weird. A lot of weird politics going on.
And then, yeah, like oh my god, the politics scene must be crazy. Like, this world just seems like it can just go, like, it just seems so complex. But, like, they're, like, just dipping into complexity. They're just dipping
It's complexity, but from the perspective of this is just, like, you're watching high schoolers go through high school in this really complex, weird world.
Exactly. And, like, and you're just getting as much as they're getting from it.
Yeah.
So it's, like, it's because they're just teenagers, it just feels very incomplete. And I'm just like, I want to know more. I do, but I don't.
It's one of the first shows I'm like, get these cute girls off the screen. I want to learn more about the economics and politics of this world.
Exactly. Like, it's so, I don't know, it's very interesting. It's such a shame that, like, it's all the way down here on the bottom in terms of score on anychart.net. That's literally just because, and I know just because, like, oh my god, it's not just cute, ecchi girls, like, being cute and ecchi, but they're also animals. Like, like, I'd rather prefer this over, like, the ecchi route they could have gone.
This is definitely not. If you walk into the show thinking it's like Monster Musume, it's not. It's not at all.
And that makes me so happy too.
I'm so glad we picked the show up.
Me too. I'm ready for next episode. Let's move on to
Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
What did I have to say about this episode?
I feel like there wasn't a lot to say.
I mean, Miria's training continues. I'm kind of disappointed there was no big fight scene. Like, I expected a fight between Stain and, I forget this guy's name. Ida? Shigaraki? No, the evil guy with the hand on his head.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that made no sense. Why didn't they show the fight scene for that?
Yeah, it was like, we now bring you to their fight already in progress.
Or concluded, because they didn't
fight concluded. I feel like, I guess they want to save it for next week, because next week looks like it's going to be like crazy fighting everywhere. But
yeah, this is very meh episode.
Yeah, it was. It was clearly just a build-up episode till next week.
I love how Ida just runs into Stain, like, just finds him and, like, I'm just gonna look for him. Oh, and I found him. Cool.
That Ida scene was, like, so cool, though, when he's like, I'm Inganium. And he just, like, finally takes his brother's name and is, like, challenging Stain to a fight.
Yep, and Stain's gonna fuck him up.
What? I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually really liked what's the name? Shigaraki?
Yeah, that's the evil dude, right?
Yeah. Does he have a villain name?
No, I think it's just Shigaraki.
Yeah, I actually like him a lot because he kind of just shits all over Stain, like, over Stain's logic. He's just like, you're just doing some, like, stupid grassroots thing. Like, you're just mad because their idea of heroism isn't meeting up to your ideals and you're being pissy about it. So you're just being stupid.
Yeah, I kind of like Stain too. Like, I like his philosophy of I like how intricate of a villain he is, because it's not like he's a villain, but he clearly is not just a villain for the sake of being a villain. Like, he has specific targets, and if, like they said in the show, in the episode, that whatever city he attacks, the crime rate goes down. So technically, it's kind of like he's doing a good thing, just in a really bad way.
Yeah, no, I'm like, no, only because that's because it yields.
Yeah, like it yields positive results, but very bad means, like extremely bad.
To the point where it doesn't matter, because it's like, okay, crime fallen only because all the heroes flock to this area to look for you. And that's after you kill / maim other heroes. Like, so no, like the ends does not justify the means in this at all. Not to me, at least.
No, I feel like there's debate there.
I mean, that's why he's a villain. Because what he does goes everything against, like, his stupid, skewed ideas. Oh my god, these heroes, they're just doing this for money and stuff. I'm like, yes, well, unfortunately, that's what happens when you go through, like, when the whole hero thing is regulated through the government. Unfortunately, that's kind of what has to happen. They have to get paid because... Yeah. Which I think is actually pretty good, because that does allow, like, the whole vigilante thing to stop. Because, like, this makes him, like, a vigilante. Like, in his mind, he's a vigilante, I feel like, of some sort.
He's, like, a really evil, twisted Batman.
Yeah, like, he's like Batman if Batman was bad. And, like, it was just crazy. Like, like, that's why, like, I understand his idea, but, like, it, like, the way it's in place where they do get paid to be heroes stops people like him from going crazy. Because if that's the case, then everyone who's like, I have superpowers, I'm stopping this bad guy from doing stuff, so we can just all kill each other. Like, no. There needs to be order, and there is order, so it's like, sorry. Like, as Shigaraki said, this is like some part of like some illogical grassroots movement. And then Shigaraki's like, well, which is why I like him more, because he's like, well, I'm just gonna do what a true villain should do and just fuck shit up. And I'm going to challenge your ideals at the same time.
Yeah.
So I liked Shigaraki a lot this episode. I think he was one of the standout people in this episode.
I'm interested to see if Ida goes to the dark side, because they kind of brought it up a bit in this episode, where the guy who's mentoring him is just like, I get you're like pissed about the whole your brother being like hospitalized thing, but don't go to the dark side.
Yeah.
And even with Stain is kind of bringing that up, like, I don't want to kill you, dude. Don't do anything stupid.
Well, going to the dark side implies that he can actually kill Stain, which he can't.
You never know. No, but I fully expect that, like, he's going to fight Stain. Stain is going to beat the shit out of him, yeah, and someone's going to come and save him. Probably the dude he's with, the fish dude or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm not too... Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode, because...
Next episode's going to be good. It's going to have a bunch of fights. I want to see Gran Torino fight. Like, for real.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got a pretty good first impression.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's strong.
Yeah, he's really strong.
Damn, like... That was like some Dragon Ball Z shit, like, literally. Yeah, no, it was good. It was an okay episode. Looking for the next one.
It was a normal build-up episode. It was alright.
Last but not least,
my episode of the week. surprisingly enough.
Shit, was this my episode of the week too? I don't know if this is my episode of the week. I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, it was definitely an episode. It's definitely up there though.
Netsuzou Trap.
Wait, how's this not ranked the highest in TV shorts?
I stopped trying to make sense of this show. Well, to be fair, that was it. Surezude Children and Aho Girl are pretty good.
All right. Well, this is crazy. So basically, what's her name? Hotaru. Yeah, she's kind of going through her own shit.
Yeah, we got a lot of Hotaru's like reason for being what she is.
Yeah, so she's always a loner. I mean, given how she is, I'm not surprised. And I love how Hotaru literally I'm just gonna manipulate my way to get what I want.
Yeah.
Like, she just easily convinces Yuma's boyfriend to let's be like, oh yeah, you can just go on your like date and be alone by yourself with your house and just go along and just do sex and whatnot. Because, that's what everyone does these days. I'm sure no one will judge you for it. And, yep, I'm just going to be all die on the side, all lonely and shit. And Takeda, being the nicest guy ever, is like, you know what? I'm going to be really considerate. Which is so funny because, like, in, like, today's relationships, especially in our age group, like, that would never happen.
Which part?
That would happen even less in the lower age groups.
What, the manipulation?
No, the manipulation would happen. The whole boyfriend having a change of mind and being like, no, you won't stay over at my house for, like, a weekend and whatever. I want you to, make sure that you have enough time with your friends. No.
Depends. There are guys who are, like, super soft like that. Like, this dude is super soft. He's, like, the softest fucking soft ever.
Okay, see, but that's my problem. What the fuck's wrong with that, though?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that what's wrong with it is he's going to get taken advantage of like crazy by Hotaru and Yuma.
Okay, but in most cases, like, that's only the case because they make the whole series revolve around, like, a girl who's kind of, well, not psycho, but...
Well, to be fair, even in real life, if you're super soft like that, you're just going to get taken advantage of. Like, you don't need to be... I love how the show does extremes, because you don't want to be a super softie who just gets taken advantage of right under your nose. Like,
but you don't want to be that one.
But you don't want to be everything. The crazy asshole that is Fujiwara either.
Oh, yeah. Or you don't want to be him either. And you also don't want to be, and it's so crazy. Oh my god, because Yuma and Hotaru are also extreme opposites. One is also like naive about everything, doesn't know anything about herself and her feelings, and the other one is like, I know everything, and I'm going to manipulate everything.
She's too aware of what she's into, like what's going on around her.
Exactly, and I'm going to try to get what I want and know what I don't want. So yeah, that just causes what's his face?
Fujiwara?
No, it causes Takeda to change his mind. They all go on like a double date to the music part, literally just like she planned. And Fujiwara tries doing stuff with Hotaru, and Hotaru's like, no, I don't want to do that right now. And then he just flips a shit and literally just like fucking like
kicks the thing.
Yeah, like kicks her chair and like sucks his teeth. But to be fair, he knows some shit's going on.
Yeah, no, he definitely knows. But like, I love the way that scene was set up, because it was like, oh, let's show Yuma and Takeda, and they're having like the fucking super over the top cutesy like, oh, they're so in love with each other moment, and then Hotaru and Fujiwara just like crazy mode. where and I like how they kind of showed that Hotaru is really afraid of him without being outright.
Yeah, like I'm scared. Like,
yeah, she never says I'm scared or anything, but she's like shaky.
But yeah, she's like shaking. Like her eyes went all like. I always said told myself it's ironic that her name is Hotaru because, wait, is that the girl's name from? Isn't Hotaru the name of Sailor Saturn?
You know, you're the expert on that,
yeah,
not me.
Like I think that is the name of Sailor Saturn. Wait, I'm gonna go Google that like really quick, cause like that's gonna bug me if I don't. But yeah, that's not her. No, that is her name, Hotaru. Yeah, that is her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she, like it's so weird. Like they both have like that same expression, except, you know, this Hotaru was just like scared of her boyfriend in that one scene, and Hotaru it kind of was like about to like destroy the earth.
Spoilers.
She's the bringer of the end. Spoilers. But yeah, like that look, like that said a lot. It was a really solid episode.
Yeah, I like the subtle ways it delivers its messages.
Yeah.
I'm also like really, well, I shouldn't say hyped because I'm not hyped, but I'm really interested in seeing how far down the rabbit hole this whole
that was a 14
obvious
You're
abuse.
Totally fucking hyped, you sick piece
I'm
of
hyped
shit.
to see this fucking domestic abuse going
Don't
down.
pretend like we don't know.
No, I'm actually gonna be really upset soon. I guarantee some shit's gonna go down where I'm just gonna be upset and it's gonna be like Hotaru gets like punched in the mouth or something and I'm really pissed. I don't know.
Yeah, Hotaru's gonna get
I like
hit.
Hotaru. I don't want to see her be abused.
Yeah, I feel like that might happen. Like it might be borderline abuse, and then she's gonna use that because she actually does need comfort in her best friend, but then she's also gonna take advantage of that at the same time and then try some shit with Yuma.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hotaru has like crazy abuse issues too. Like she's an emotional. That's the thing. That's the other parallel. Her boyfriend is a physical abuser and she's an emotional abuser.
Yay, abuse!
So many parallels.
And Hotaru from Sailor Moon just wants to blow up the world. Parallels. But yeah, I don't know. While we were talking, I was kind of like skimming through and seeing what my episode of the week was. I don't know. I think my episode of the week really had to. I think it was Centaur. Like Centaur no Nayami.
That was second for me, but yeah.
Like that might have been my episode of the week, just because it just was like, it was just so much like that they're not like they're saying, but they're not like outright like going full into detail. And it's like it just makes you want to know more. Like,
yeah, both these shows, Centaur and Netsuzou Trap, have like super smart writing, super smart.
Yes, and we cannot wait. We cannot wait for next week. And I said that with a sigh, but I really did mean it. But yeah, and I think that's it.
Yep, that about wraps it up.
Yeah. Oh my God, and our podcast is still as long as ever.
Yeah, remember when we thought this was gonna be a shorter than that?
Nope, I guess not. I guess it's fine. We can just talk about shit. But yeah, we're looking some really good episodes this week. I'm only sure it's gonna only get better from there. Once again, a special shout out to somebody else for
someone else.
So sorry, someone else. Thank you.
Yes, and if you guys have any suggestions or things you want to talk about, just leave it in the comments below, and we'll take a look at it.
Yeah,
and incorporate it.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed this new format, by all means, like, comment, or subscribe. And yeah, and until then, I guess, I don't know, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
All right, later.
Bye.